Hey, Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. This time we're looking at a really cool knife line that Mark brought in. This is the Kamo VG-10 Suminagashi Gyuto 210mm knife. So this line of knives uses an all stainless construction. It's a multi-layered construction. The center core steel is VG-10 full stainless steel at a heat treat around 60 run Rockwell. 60 run, right? 61 Rockwell. The construction is multi-layered, soft stainless cladding on either side of that core steel. You can see the cladding brought out in the pattern there, the frosted finish that they put on the bottom of the blade to bring that out as they got towards the grind there to show those layers. So it's etched to bring out those layers. And so it's an all stainless blade. It's got nice fit and finish and nice performance as well. So it's a really cool package. The weight and dimensions can vary a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one is 194 grams or 6.8 ounces. The edge length is a little over 210, so it's about 214 from the tip to the back of the heel, known as the chin right here. The overall length is about 13.9 inches or a little over 350 millimeters. Spine thickness coming out of this cool integrated bolster is about, this one about 2.75, but then it thins down to about 2.3. And then this one has a bit of a distal taper to it, pretty much coming from the grind. So you'll see where the grind kicks in, and then it thins out with that grind. So it gets pretty thin at the tip. These are nice performing knives at the tip, and they also have pretty thin grinds at the edge. And this one has a very interesting profile with a very low tip. Kind of a interesting 1/3 of the knife on this one. So let's see what else. The blade height is about 48 millimeters at the heel, so plenty of height. You can see I've got lots of clearance here for my fingers on a cutting board. Balance point is going to be right about there with the oak handles a little bit heavier, so there's my balance point, a little behind a pinch grip. The handle, speaking of that, is an oak laminate, so nice and durable. It's got a cool warm look and finish to it, kind of a matte finish to it. And it flows well right into this integrated bolster. They've got a fair amount of taper to the handle. You can see the size tapering down there. There we go, camera. And you can see the shape of it. So it gets, it's fairly thick towards the back and then gets kind of slim towards the front. I'd say it fits a variety of hand sizes. Really big hands, you might find it a little slim, but I think most people would probably find it pretty comfortable. They've done a nice job with this integrated bolster that flows right into the blade seamlessly. It's stainless, and they've got a nice fit and finish on the choil here, the back of the blade into the bolster, as well as the top. The top's not super rounded off, but it's not uncomfortable, and the bottom is nicely rounded, so it's very comfortable. These out of the box were all about a 6 out of 10 on my scale, so pretty decent edges on them, and 50-50 grinds, nice fit and finish. It's a good package. So let's take a close-up look at the blade. These are very nice in person. They've got excellent hand-chiseled kanji. So that kanji is crisp and well done. It's got raised ridges on it from the chisel. You can feel it when you run your hand over there. It's a very nice addition to the package. You've got your frosted blade road and etched blade road to bring out those layers at the grind. So that's the left side of the blade as you're actually holding it, using it. The right side of the blade as you're holding it is plain. And then you've got the same, of course, Suminagashi, which means paper layers. It's a layered finish. You could use the word Damascus if you wanted on this as far as describing the look of it. So it's a fairly stiff blade, and again, the performance is quite good on these. This one, this Gyuto has a very low tip, so it's a little bit like an extended Santoku style tip. It's kind of an aggressive looking tip, you can see that. So this isn't going to rock real high because you'll start digging that tip in because of the angle of that thing. You could probably tweak the tip grind if you wanted to a little bit when you sharpen it and kind of upsweep it a little, give yourself a little more room, but this knife really isn't about lots of rocking. You'll see it's a very gentle, shallow curve to the belly or the profile of the knife. And you don't have a lot of flat spot, it's just really low kind of all the way through it. So you've got a little bit towards the back, but it's not like a big old flat spot. So it's going to work great for push-pull cuts, low rocking, stuff like that. Pure chopping, you may have to see how this works for you. It's not the ideal big, huge flat area chopper, but interesting profile on this. So this is a very nice looking, nicely crafted line that Mark brought in, and this is again one of the models in the lineup. It's a cool lineup. So this is the Kamo VG-10 Suminagashi Gyuto 210mm knife.